of that.
In fact, they have moral responsibility,
Yes,
is what
they
you're
have
saying.
greater responsibility. You are accountable. As I told you, you are not only accountable to the Constitution, but also accountable to the people who made the Constitution.
Right. Tell me something. Does it pain you when one hears very often this expression of who's the judge? I mean,
Quite right.
Which it's
Today,
an insinuation
yeah,
almost.
Today, when such things are talked of, I am deeply pained. Why should you talk of who is the judge? I said, for me it matters little. I decide the cause and not the man.
Right.
That must be the attitude. Supposing you appear before me because I happen to know you, if I decide in your favor, then what am I worth? I'm not worth a salt.
Sure.
Therefore, I feel terribly pain when somebody says, in the particular case, sir, who is the judge?
Yes.
Who is the advocate to be engaged? What kind of advocacy is this? What kind of justice are you rendering? Supposing I can't afford that advocate, then my case will have to fail, is it? Is that what you say? I can't understand. Say, look, the impartiality is absolutely essential. Otherwise, finished.
All right. In fact, Campaign for Judicial Accountability and Reforms, that body has also been demanding setting up of an independent body to entertain complaints against judges. Your thoughts on that, sir?
The independent body, not consisting of any outsiders, but among the judiciary, the Chief Justice of India, then the Chief Justice of one or two courts can be there. They can all constitute the committee. Should there be a complaint against one of them, then you constitute another body.
In fact, they also have a strong argument against that. What they say is that we have seen the Bar Council, the Medical Council. People in the Bar Council and the Medical Council were from the fraternity, and they used this word notoriously failed to seek accountability of lawyers and doctors. Now, taking the same logic, extending the same logic over here, their argument is perhaps like, appears to be valid. Do you agree to it?
No, not necessary. See, then how do you expect the judiciary to be independent? See, if you have a body consisting of some outsiders, for example, they said the Speaker, the President, or Prime Minister, then there is no independence. Supposing there is a case against the Speaker or case against the Prime Minister, how can I decide independently? Look, he is going to decide my fate. Therefore, the independence of judiciary is essential to be safeguarded.
All right.
That is why the very purpose of having Article 124 of impeachment, though today people are saying, no, there must be some other methods by removal of the judges, removal of the erring judges. That's a different matter. But if independence is to be maintained, you can't. You can't have a body with outsiders.
Can I ask something? How can you absolutely guarantee the impartiality of a judge? Because with that very question that I asked earlier, who's the judge? So as a litigant who might go into a court, I'm at a loss for words to say, how do you guarantee the impartiality?
One thing I may tell you is, the litigants or the general public know what kind of a judge a man is. Today, today every judge is under public scrutiny. Where I go, with whom I dine, and with whom I move, in whose car I go, all those things are known to them. They will know easily this judge whether he will act impartially or not. Therefore, don't underestimate the common man. They know, the litigants know what kind of judge you are.
You've also got the press these days, which is very much more vocal and very vigilant in a way. Wouldn't you say that?
Oh, I don't think so.
No? That's a very interesting comment, Rishi.
No, I don't think so. Because, for example, I've been a judge for 14 long years.
Yes.
I never had any problem.
No, I don't mean that you might have had a problem.
No. I can talk from my experience.
Right, yes. No, but basically that you do have a press that, as you say, the common man is aware, and the eyes of the press really are much more open than probably...
If I am a man of conscience, I am a man of integrity,
yes.
I should say, supposing, for example, your case comes before me, all that I will have to say will be, I know Jennifer Arul, therefore I will not take up the case. Because then the confidence will grow. Supposing, knowing that the person is known to me, or knowing that the person is my relation, then if you take up the case, it's radically wrong. Something rotten in the state of Denmark. Why? Why do you want to take up that case? There are thousands of cases. I have done so many times. For example, there was Millard, your Lordship had advised when you were a government pleader. I said, though it may be 6 or 7 years later, I said, I don't want the case. Because I must, see, not only justice must be done, but seen to be done.
Right.
Not seen to be done. Therefore, how do I establish it? I say, I don't want the case. I don't want to deal with the case. Therefore, you recuse yourself from the case. How often?
All right, Justice Mohan, in fact, we are indeed honored that you could come to our studios and share your thoughts. Thank you so much for joining
It was really a pleasure to have you here
you so
with
much.
us. Thank